The Second Coming of the Christ, Paramahansa Yogananda. Chapter 10. The First Miracle, Changing Water into Wine. And the third day there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. And both Jesus was called and his disciples to the marriage. And when they wanted the wine, the mother of Jesus said unto him, They have no wine. Jesus said unto her, Woman, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour has not yet come. John 2, 1-4. Jesus addresses his mother as woman, because he saw only the divine spirit as his real mother and father, and his earthly mother as only a human being. Woman, I can have nothing to do with thee, even though thou art my mother, until the right time has come for me to be directed by the divine power to act and manifest his glory. Jesus did not perform the miracle of turning the water into wine just to accommodate his mother or to show his divine powers, but he performed the miracle in obedience to God's direction. At the proper time, before people who have the possibility of spiritual awakening, miracles are sometimes performed by saints in order to bring people unto God. Saints usually prefer to draw people by the love of God and not by miracles. That is why they seldom show their power. Miracles draw curiosity seekers, while the love of God draws highly developed souls. For that reason, Jesus did not want to perform miracles until he was commanded by God to do so at the right time. His mother said unto the servants, Whatsoever he saith unto you, do it. And there were set there 6 water pots of stone, after the manner of the purifying of the Jews, containing 2 or 3 firkins apiece. And Jesus said unto them, Fill the water pots with water. John 2, 5-7. A divine intuitional suggestion. Jesus asked the servants to fill the water pots so he could declare the glory of God by changing the water into wine. Besides, he had the pots filled with water before their eyes in order that they might see it and know that it became wine through divine power and not through magic. And they filled them up to the brim. And he said unto them, Draw out now, and bear unto the governor of the feast. And they bare it. When the ruler of the feast had tasted the water that was made into wine, and knew not whence it was, but the servants which drew the water knew, the governor of the feast called the bridegroom, and said unto him, Every man at the beginning does set forth good wine, and when men have well drunk, then that which is worse. But thou hast kept the good wine until now. This beginning of miracles did Jesus in Cana of Galilee, and manifested forth his glory, and his disciples believed on him. John 2, 7-11. The above sentence distinctly shows that the miracle of Jesus was not meant for the gaze of curiosity seekers, but was meant to enhance the faith of the disciples in God's power over all things. Wine and the human body are equally made of electrons. It is the different rate of vibration of these electrons that constitutes the endless variety of material forms. Jesus, being omnipresent in God, knew the metaphysical relation of matter to divine will. He demonstrated that one form of matter could be changed into another form, not only by chemical processes, but by the universal power of mind. This miracle testifies to the fact that all matter is controlled by the one unifying and balancing power of divine intelligence and will. By reacting to this divine intelligence, Jesus changed the arrangement of electrons and protons in the water, and thus turned them into wine, which has a different specific gravity from water. The law of causation of all material forms can be traced to the activity of electrons. But beyond that, the source of the law of cause and effect is lost. Scientists do not know why electrons and protons rearrange themselves into different forms and create different kinds of matter. Herein lies room for a divine intelligence, says the scientist, inasmuch as it must be that the power which commands the subtle electronic and protonic bricks and directs them to arrange themselves in different combinations, thus creating different substances.